What's up, everybody? It's AJ with etrailer.com. Today we're going to be checking out the Thule Xporter Pro Low. It's going to be a bed rail system, and we're going to be putting it on our 2013 Ram 2500. These bed rails are going to be good for hauling maybe a cargo basket, a bike rack, or even a tent, and not having to actually put a roof rack up on the top of your truck, because that's going to be hard to access or get to. But also, this keeps your bed open for other objects you can throw in there. So if you have some other stuff you want to throw underneath, you can, and then the bikes and the cargo carrier or even the tent's going to be up here and out of the way. The bars themselves are going to be made out of a black powder coat aluminum, so you don't have to worry about them rusting or corroding, leaving them out in the elements. They're also going to be lightweight, so that's nice to lift up and put them into place. Taking a closer look at the bar, it's going to have the built-in T-track up top, so you can just peel back this weather strip. That's going to keep the noise down when you're going down the road if there's nothing in there. But just pop this up and peel it back, you can see the T-track. Now we'd have to remove the cap, but your accessories can slide in there. That way they don't have to worry about the clamp fitting around. But if you have clamp on accessories, these will work just fine with these bars as well. Moving over here, I'm going to show you the cap. It can be locked or unlocked to remove. That way it's protected on the inside. You don't have to worry about anybody taking this off and messing with it or loosening it on you when you're not around. So I like that you can just put that cover back on. Once you got it all set up, lock it up tight. On the inside, we also have a foot pad locking core, so that's going to protect the foot pad from being removed from the bed rail as well. And there's going to be one of these on each bar. You will have to remove the bar to get to the lock though. You can't use the keys with the bar on there. It won't fit into place and unlock. You're going to have a weight capacity of 200 pounds with the Xporter, so just keep that in mind when you're loading up with all your gear. That's how much you have to work with. Now the bars also do sit up a little bit from your bed rails. It's going to be like 6.5 inches right here from your Ram bed rails. So that's also something to take into consideration when you go to throw stuff on top. It will block the back window a little bit. So if you have that bike rack, that cargo carrier, even the tent is going to take up some space in that back window. Another measurement that's going to be specific to the Ram is going to be the truck bed to the bottom of the rail here. Now I did do it on the raised portion of the truck bed. It's going to be 23.5 inches from that bed all the way up here on the bottom of the bar. Another thing to think about is installation. This is actually not too bad of an install. Make sure you get your measurements and spread the bars out for the accessories you plan on using, but otherwise it didn't take that long to do. Check out how I did it. To get started on our installation, we're going to do our base pads first. So what we're going to do is set that up on the rails. We're going to match it up with the one on the other side that we've already measured out and got in place. So with this set there, we're going to take this portion, and this is what goes and pushes up against the bed rail here. Now there's two different sides. This side's for if you have the track system in there, which our Ram doesn't, so we don't need it. So we're going to use this side, the deeper one. So it's going to feed up here in between our base bracket and the rails. And it's going to push up just like that. So you want to make sure there's nothing in the way. It seems like there's something right there, so move it over just a little bit. Now there's complete contact on the bottom of the rail, and you line up the hole on this bracket with the clamp down here, because you're going to run this bolt down and tighten it up. We got two flat washers and two spacers. The spacers are going to be so you can add a locking core to it, so you'd probably want to put one of those on each bar so you can lock them up to the rails. So we got one on the driver's side, and we have just a flat washer on this side. With the first bar we installed, we came back 15 inches to the center here of our tower, just to give it room for if we had any overhang for anything like a bike rack or even a cargo carrier, and we wanted to kind of offset a little bit, it would have room and not hit the back of the truck. So we're going to go from the center of this tower to this one, and we're looking for about 26 inches because that's what we did on the other side too. So I can show you center to center. Actually, let me hop up there. Center to center is going to be about 26 inches, and it looks good right there. So now I can go ahead and tighten it down. Do this way to get it done quickly, and then to get those extra turns on there to make sure it's tight, we'll use it this way. Now we're going to work on the rails. So we're going to take our base, go ahead and slide one on each side, on the bottom side of our rail. Then we're going to install the end cap. Make sure you match it up with the bar itself. You can see the rounded part is going to go towards the back of the truck with the way we have it set up. So you want to line up that hole so we can put that bolt in place, and that cap stays right where it's supposed to. Probably easier to use the included Allen key too. And get it hand tight there. Now you don't have to worry about this sliding off at the end before you tighten it. With the towers installed, I'm going to put them down on the base, line up each side, make sure this portion's loose so you can bring this out. These are going to go in the slots, so that's going to grab in there. So you just line up with the base pretty easily. Make sure those hooks go in to the slot, and then you can tighten it back down. You're going to want to do this on both sides. I just want to show you this side and show you how easy it actually is. Once you got it in place, you can come back with the included tool and tighten it down. Again, we're going to do this on both sides. Now, the cool thing about this tool here is that it's going to snap and let you know when it's tightened down fully. So I get a couple more turns. Then you know it's tightened enough. Now we're going to do the same thing on the other side. The last step is to insert your lock cores into all the covers and then pop them into place. Now those are all going to be keyed alike, so I really like that you only need one key to operate all these, so you can unlock every one of these if you want to go remove it. And it also works on the lock on the base pad we mentioned, that locks that up too. So just that one key for your whole system. Overall, I like the Xsporter system. It's been nice to add it to this truck. We've had this set up today, and people that have come through have asked and compared it to the Yakima Bedrock. And that's another bed rail system that you can put on your truck. It has latches in it though, so it's gonna be a little quicker to get it set up. But the catch with that though is that you will have to climb in the bed and go underneath there to loosen the bolts by hand. And that's one thing I think I like about the Xsporter more than the Bedrock, is it just seems more secure. So that clamp under there that you install with that Allen wrench, you can get that really tight up in there. That's a sturdy bracket. It's not just a hand turn bolt with that clip up there that's pushed up against bed and then pushing that handle down in the Bedrock. It works and it's nice, but I kind of like this one, especially if you're gonna leave it on there all the time anyway. I want to know that it's gonna stay in place. And this one, I just get the feeling that it is going to for sure. Well, I think that about does it. Thanks for hanging out and hope this helped.